So just, if you could take me through what it felt like to be starting at your first home professional match.
It was super exciting, a little bit of nerves, but just mostly really excited. We met the fans earlier this week, and so getting to come here and getting to play and put the things that we've been implementing in practice together was really exciting.
I mean, you had so much success in college, but it's a whole different thing. And what has this been like, and were you expecting it to be this exciting and, this momentous this fast?
Absolutely not. Coming in, my goal honestly was just to be a sponge and to absorb anything and everything that someone could tell me, whether it was on the field, off the field, nutrition, having to deal with goalkeeping, whatever it was. I just wanted to be able to take it all in, and I certainly wasn't expecting this, but I've kind of just sit back and take it all in, and then when it's time to perform, turn it on.
And so when did you find out that you were going to be the starter in Game 1 last week?
I think it was the day before. Christy came up and told me in the hotel, and Jill had been texting me. She couldn't be there, so she was texting me, and so I kind of had a feeling that it was coming, and then it did, and so I was ready to go.
What's going through your mind when you're walking off the field last week knowing you just outdueled Hope Solo in Seattle?
Well, I have so much respect for Hope. She's an amazing goalkeeper, but I think that win, honestly, was just a team effort, and I think we really put a lot of the pieces of the puzzle together, and I think that's why we were able to come out on top. So I think it was just really special.
What are your new fancier goals now that you have the starting spot, and what are your plans now?
Honestly, they don't change too much. I'm surrounded by Jill and Caroline, who are both goalkeepers and coaches, and honestly, Caroline coaches me, and Jill coaches me, and players, and Christy, and Kelly, and everyone, so I'm just trying to soak it all in and just to keep moving forward. My goal is not to plateau, it's just to keep moving forward and keep developing.
And what's the biggest professional lesson you've gotten from any of them so far? What's really like the number one if you had to pick one to stick out?
I think attention to detail, just because it's so much faster at the pro level, and so those little flaws, every little thing starts to add up because you're doing it faster and faster, and so I think just making sure you have to think, actually thinking at practice, and you can't just go through the motions. I think that was probably the biggest thing between college and pro for me. It was sometimes, you could get lazy and you could just go through the motions and you would make it through practice or the game or whatever, but here you can't do that. You have to be super laser focused every day when you come out to training, game, doesn't matter. And I think that's probably the biggest difference.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
No problem.